Yo, yo, yo. 1 second. Welcome to the No Snooze button. It is Monday morning, May 6th, 2024. Wasn't ain't too much to speak of, y'all. What's the deal? Let me get prepared, y'all. Get my stuff together. Let me make sure I get through the quote. First things first, you know. When y'all hear one second, y'all. Okay, let's get to it. So, where am I at? I'm with the Clipper age well. What up, Cruiser? What it do? Uncle Tito. Man, oh shit, you know. Clippers win. It's all the same to me, you know. What up, Tex?
Yo, what's the word? What's the word, fellas? What's going on, my guy?
Not too much, man. Uncle Tito talking about this. The Clippers picked in age well, you know.
Oh, I could have told you that, but that's neither here or there. that's neither here.
Hey, my thing be like motherfuckers always talk about when I pick wrong, but they don't never talk about when I pick right, though. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So
you 0 for 2 right now, though. You 0 for 2 right now, though.
But it's not like I only made 2 picks. There was 8 rounds of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the whole season, I was right more than I was wrong. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all only remember when I pick wrong. It's crazy.
It's winning time, player. You gotta pick when you know what I mean. When the chips are on the table, you heard? Winning time, man.
I suppose so. What up, Dezo?
Hold on.
How y'all doing, fellas?
What's the word, Dezo? Same thing with the Pelicans too. Same thing. Because you picked the Pelicans.
Right. Okay, yeah, I picked. But I mean, you know, that was a long shot. Just like
right. And Zion, I'll give you grace because Zion got injured. I'll give you grace.
Well, not even with that being said, I was still willing to pick him, and I did pick him even without Zion. You know. But the other thing too, I believe I picked the Lakers too. Like, I might have got the whole West wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, I mean, come on, I picked the Lakers to beat the Nuggets on some like, just on some trying to prove that I wasn't a biased fan type shit. Like,
right.
On top of that, like, I just didn't want the Nuggets to win. Like, I'm tired of the unnecessary hype Jamal Murray gets. I'm sick. I'm just sick of it, bro. Like,
Jamal Murray's him, man. I can't lie, bro.
Jamal Murray is a bum.
You still taking CJ? You still taking CJ over Jamal? You still taking CJ?
Did I take CJ over Jamal?
Maybe you might.
I believe I probably have before. Jamal Murray's not a bum, yeah. Jamal Murray's not a bum. I really like Jamal Murray, bro. I really do. I was just talking about that last week, bro. I love watching Jamal Murray play because he's just a baller, bro. He just get to it. It ain't too much to it. He just going straight playing ball. I just think he's hyped. I don't think he's as good as people say he is. That's all. But you know,
no, I agree. Low-key, I agree, and I be getting tight. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and I like Jamal Murray since college. I think he's a hooper. Like, hearing the stories about how John Calipari used to talk about him and saying like, yo, the shots that he would make, like when he was recruiting him. And he was so impressed with just the shot making ability. And I was like, oh, damn. I just started watching, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's not too much. He just get the job done. And it's just like, I wouldn't say it's kind of like Brandon Roy a little bit. Like, he don't do too much, but when he start like getting into his bag, then it's like, oh, okay, I see how he gets to his spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of has that, it's not simple, but it's simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the shot making ability is insane. I can't deny it. I cannot deny that.
For sure.
Come on, Teddy, for sure.
What up, Juan? How you feeling, man?
But yeah, y'all already know, man. It's the No Snooze
Big fan, Breezy.
By the people, for the people. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See that chat is active. You know what's going on. Be in tune. Stay subscribed. Let us know what's going on in your city, your town, your community, man. So we get these stories to y'all. You already know, man. We the 3-man weave. Hood CNN coming right at you, man. I had a crazy Cinco de Mayo weekend. I don't know what y'all did. I'm still recovering, son. I probably need a new liver. I'm not gonna hold you.
but I ain't gonna lie,
But-
Cinco de
but,
Mayo,
you know,
oh, shit. Y'all Cinco de Mayo came and went, bro. I was in the house, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been drinking, so I've been drinking in like 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cleaning my body out, you know what I'm saying? I did have a glass of wine last week, but other than that, I've been cool. So for that reason, I'm like, I'm gonna stay in the house for Cinco de Mayo. I don't want to be tempted to take no shots of tequila or no shit like that.
Word, yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it cool.
That Don Julio, I'm not gonna hold you. That's a monster right there, man.
You fuck with the Don Julio?
Yeah, for sure.
And the funny thing is, that's my go-to for sure.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, and what happened? I'll jump in between that and what's the other joint? The Espelon. I had a little bit of I had some Casa, but it wasn't too much of that. But yeah, the Don Julio.
The Espelon, that's the shit with the skeletons on the
dead, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. It gets you right. It gets you right.
I used to go crazy for the 1800. I used to be mine, but
for sure.
Don Julio took over. But yeah, man, I've been chilling off the alcohol. Crazy thing, like, bro, I kind of realized, like, you know, just full disclosure, you know what I'm saying? We family. I could keep it real with y'all. I kind of realized, like, bro, I didn't know I was an alcoholic, bro.
Damn.
Nah, like on some real shit. Like, I was like,
my fault. Yo, I'm the worst person to be transparent with. But go ahead. My fault, man.
Nah, it's cool.
That's crazy to be laughing at that.
Crazy though. It is kind of funny because, like, I just didn't realize it because it was just part of life.
Did you self-diagnose yourself with that, or?
100%.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know.
I ain't need a specialist to tell me, because to keep it real, bro, this is the longest, bro. This is I'm gonna be even more transparent, bro. This is the longest I've ever went without having a drink since I was like 17, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to drink a lot, bro. Like, through and it not necessarily like get fucked up and like blackout drink, but just like even casual drinks, like even go to lunch. Like, it's the time I'll go to breakfast, have a mimosa, then go to lunch later and have a whiskey sour, then go to dinner later and have another drink. It's like that's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not even get drunk today, but to have 3 drinks today for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's alcoholic behavior. You feel me? Like, to me. You know what I'm saying? Because my pops.
No, I see what you mean. It's
so
it kind of gives off the vibe, you know, like when you watch them TV shows and they always just crack every time they come home from work, they just crack that flask open, or that bottle they turn the eggs pour. Like, damn, it's like you just got to the crib and you go pour that. Like, now I feel that, and then it could just come. I can see how it comes off. Me as the opposite, like, I crash out every time it happens. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I take it to the limit, but I don't do it frequently. It used to be frequent, like back in the days when I was younger. You know, you just get the bottle, all that, whatever. But now it's kind of like, if I'm going out on occasions, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if we chilling, like if we all chilling in the crib, not really. It gotta be like somebody's like B-Day or like a little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, let's go get the. But when I do it, I'm taking flight. You heard? I'm going all the way to the top with it. You know.
But bro, so this past, like, since I got back from Mexico, so that's been like about 3 weeks, bro. I've been when I was in California, I had a couple beers and shit, but after that, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm done. I'm no beer, no hard alcohol. Shit, I've been off the dairy. Been really cut down on the sugar, like candy and shit, but I'm a candy fiend, so you know what I'm saying. I'll be like, I had some salted caramel cheesecake last night. Like, nigga, I'll go crazy for the sugar, nigga. So like, so that one I couldn't quit that one cold turkey, but you know what I'm saying, like the alcohol and dairy and shit, I'm off that. But yeah, bro, like, if anybody out there, if you find yourself struggling with any type of substance abuse, and that's from hard drugs, that's from alcohol, but even marijuana, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, anything that you can't kick, you can't shake, find some help, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't quit it cold turkey and you feel like it's a detriment to your life, you should never be embarrassed to find some help, because most important is being the best you can be for yourself, for your family, for anything. And on top of that, if you have already taken those steps to become sober, and you need to figure out what to do after that, you know what I'm saying? Go to my man Kelly at Life Beyond Sobriety. They will take care of you. I'm gonna let him talk to y'all for a second.
Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
Right on, yeah, right on. So let's get to it though. Let me run through this quote. And then we'll get it going. If you are hearing this, y'all know that means get off your ass and on your feet. This is the no snooze button. Welcome everybody. Thanks for coming to Kicking It with me, my man Dezo, my man Context. Appreciate y'all.
Man, that was an excellent fucking segue, by the way. Amazing job right there.
Right on. Daily quote today says, "Small minds can't comprehend big spirits. To be great, you have to be willing to be mocked, hated, and misunderstood. Stay strong." Once again, let's read that one more time, y'all. Small minds can't comprehend big spirits. To be great, you have to be willing to be mocked, hated, and misunderstood. Stay strong. I like that, man.
They laughed at me when I said Ant is the best two guard in the league. They laughed at me. Actually, you laughed at me. But we'll have this conversation 1 year later.
The kid is incredible. The kid is incredible, but I can't put him over Book yet. I can't yet. Not yet.
Hey man, listen. I know Grant Hill will. Because he's gonna look at the Olympic roster. I'm like, you know what? The way I look at it, I have to switch those two around. Book, you cool coming off the bench, right? Yeah. Matter of fact, give me a chain. Give me a chain.
Give me a chain.
Malik spent 2 seasons coming off the bench behind Kevin Herter. So
that is nasty. I'm not gonna hold you. When you really think about it,
Manu came off the bench for the majority of his career. So
never forget he came off the bench for Danny Green. But let me get into these financials real quick. So there's been a lot of up and down with the commodity market. So for the past month since the last time that we spoke, it went down 10. Gold is currently at $2,330, but it went up $28 from last week. So from the last time that we spoke, which is like about a month ago, in regards to it went down overall in $10, but then it went up $28 for the past week. Silver's at $27.26. It's down 9 cents from the last time we spoke, but it's up 72 cents from last week. Copper, it's relatively up. It's just up from 10 cents from last time that we spoke. Is at $4.62. Platinum, it went down. It was weird. I don't know what's going on in Cash Money. I don't know what's happening with BG, but it went down 40 cents from the last time that we spoke, but then it went up $39. So it's at $9.69 right now. Crude oil is up 58 cents, is at $78.79. And gas oil's at $272 per mountain barrel. So that's like quads, like quad barrels. So it's not just one barrel. It's like four barrels at once.
Yeah. Like a pallet.
It's different weight for different oils and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. Right on, Tex. Appreciate that.
That's insane. That's insane.
Okay, let's get to this weather. Let's break it down. If you were here last week, you would know that we we switched it up a little bit. Switching up the cities a little bit. So let's get started today in Philadelphia. The weather is high 74, low 62, and cloudy. On Tuesday, high 81, low 62, and scattered showers. Wednesday, we're looking at high 86, low 61, partly cloudy. Into Thursday, high 70, low 55, with scattered thunderstorms. Down in Miami, today, high 81, low 77, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, high 85, low 77, and mostly sunny. Wednesday will bring you a high 86, low 78, and partly cloudy. Thursday, high 86, low 77, also partly cloudy. So even when the sun's not out, it's going to be warm down in the MIA. In Detroit, Today, high 69, low 47, mostly cloudy. Tomorrow, expect some scattered thunderstorms with a high 72 and a low of 58. Wednesday, high 80, low 57, partly cloudy. And Thursday, high 63, low 48, with some heavy showers in Detroit. Moving to New Orleans today, high 87, low 75, partly cloudy. It's a partly cloudy week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. High 88, low 76 on Tuesday, high 89, low 76 on Wednesday, high 92, low 74 on Thursday. Just a partly cloudy week in New Orleans. Moving to the mile high city of Denver, Colorado. Today's a high 59, low 42 and cloudy. Tomorrow, high 60, low 37 and also cloudy. Wednesday, high 60, low 39 and mostly sunny. And Thursday, high 56, low 42 and mostly cloudy. To the Golden State in San Francisco, high 61, low 48, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, high 65, low 50 and partly cloudy. To wrap up the week, we got 2 sunny days back to back, high 69, low 57 on Wednesday, high 75, low 54 on Thursday. That is the weather in Philadelphia, Miami, Detroit, New Orleans, Denver, and San Francisco, and it is brought to you by Google. Yeah, if you don't believe it, take your ass outside. What do we got, Dezo?
Where, man? It's time for the coach talk, man. Y'all know what we're here for. Y'all know what happened over the weekend. But before we get to that, I got a couple things that I want to run down real quick. Quick hits. You know what I'm saying? Over the weekend, Tom Brady had the roast of Tom Brady on Netflix come out. I don't know if y'all saw that. Did y'all peep that?
I saw Dana White's clip. That shit was hilarious. Some people were upset about it. They said he went too far, but it's a roast.
Yeah.
How you go too far in a roast?
Honestly, it was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady said the NFL spent $20 million to prove that he deflated footballs. If you would have just given me the $20, I would have told you. I fucking did it.
He said that? Oh, that's mad funny. That's mad funny.
That shit was hilarious.
I knew it. 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 I knew it.
I didn't even hear that part.
You know, Tom Brady's hilarious, man. You know,
and look at Bill throwing him under the bus too, because Bill really hinted at it. Bill said, "Yo, why you asking me for? Ask him, bro." That's crazy. Threw him under the bus.
I'm
bro.
saying that's just the real answer. Like, yo, what you asking the wrong nigga? Like,
you gotta hold it down though. You gotta hold it down. Ask like, don't throw this man under the bus. Now look at you. Now look at you.
I mean, he didn't say ask Tom. He just said don't ask me.
Who else am I gonna ask? Yo, who else am I gonna? Can't ask Robert Kraft, bro.
He's too busy fighting.
He's too busy getting a happy ending. Like, come on, bro. Robert Kraft can't.
Bro, I was just about to say, man, ask Robert Kraft.
Nah. He too busy getting Ling Ling going crazy on him. Oh, go ahead, Dezo. My fault.
Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to bring up is you know, obviously over the weekend, a big day for Star Wars happened. You know, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Happened. You know, as y'all know, Star Wars is huge for me. You know what I'm saying? My dad put me onto it when I was very young, and I've been a fan ever since. So happy May the 4th to everybody who is a Star Wars fan. I might just be covering Star Wars during these culture talks from here on out, man. I can't cover rap no more. You know what I'm saying? It was bad.
Relax. We got other people what they want.
It was bad.
Look at what running from the grind head ass.
I told y'all the Drizzlers are in shambles.
It was bad.
Shambles,
Man.
I tell you.
It was bad, man.
Did he say keep her away from your little sister?
Listen.
Yo, I mean, because look, I haven't actually heard these records. These records. I've only heard snippets. Like I've not.
Man, stop living under a rock, bro. Stop living under a rock.
I don't want to be swayed one way or the other. Like I don't want to get involved with two. Well, because these are two rappers that I don't really care for either way. So it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Let them niggas, you know, y'all do what y'all do. I don't care. J. Cole bowed out, so I don't give a shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
What? Yo, if you were looking for, all right, I'm gonna let you rock. You were looking for Jermaine Cole raps. That's what you was looking for. You were looking for Jermaine Cole raps.
Oh, that's like, bro. For instance, that's like, let me think. Like if damn, I can't think of another. That's like if Luka and Joel were playing 1-on-1. They're like, hey, but oh my God, Luka and Joel are playing 1-on-1. But I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to.
It's not the same.
These niggas are bums. Like they're bums.
That's not the same. No. The closest thing that in my opinion, if I'm gonna give it like a little basketball reference to me, is SGA. If SGA and Ant went 1-on-1, that's what the vibe is. You feel what I'm saying? They both could give you 30. Listen, they both could give you 30, but one looks different doing it. That's all I'm gonna say.
These ain't no. First of all, ain't now one of these. Not one of these cats is Anthony Edwards. And also put some respect on SGA name too. Even though matter of fact, SGA might be okay to put in there because these dudes are like free throw merchants. Like Drake is a free throw merchant. You know what I'm saying? Drake is not a good rapper. He's a free throw merchant. Right? He's not getting to
hell.
No. He's a free throw merchant, bro. Like, come
free throw merchant's hilarious. I gotta see what you mean. I was gonna say more so like a super team merchant, but hey, that's neither here or there. Matter of fact, is he hot? Is he still hiding them Ghost Riders? Never mind. Go ahead, Dizzle.
This is my thing though. Like if Kendrick is in fact, that's what I'm asking you. That's how you know what? Are we not here yet? Am I jumping the gun?
Yeah, we're not here.
No, we can get into it.
Okay, cool. I just want to say, like, if he is actually saying these things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he is actually saying these things, calling bro a pedophile and saying that he touches little kids, like, that's kind of crazy, especially if it's not like if you can't prove it, if you haven't seen any of these things happen. Like, I think Kendrick went too far with that. If he is saying that, did he say that?
There's no such thing as too far in a rap battle, man. Especially when it's against Drake,
no. Especially with this type of rap battle that we're going this pity pat shit that's just now ramping up. If you're calling somebody a pedophile and they're not a pedophile, that's too far in anything. Like no matter what we're talking about. Like if this is like if you're in a political debate, any instance, I don't care if we're funking on social media, if we're arguing at a bar. Anywhere we are, anything we're doing, if this is Tank and Dude he finna fight and they're in a press conference, because that's actually hand-to-hand combat. They're actually gonna put hands on each other. And if you say that shit and it's not true, especially and you can't prove anything or nothing like that, bro, you gonna went too far, bro. You gonna went way too far. Too far. Kendrick out of pocket for that, bro. He can't. You can't say that shit.
The thing is, right? They changed the rules, bro. They change the rules every time, dog, and I can't stand it.
There's no rules to being a man. You can't change the rules to being a man. You cannot. You can't change rules to being a man. That's all.
When Drake went up against Pusha, I've been watching battle rap for years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Battle rap has always been about who had the better bars in the round. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake out-rapped Pusha T on W Freestyle. But the reason why he won was because he said some salacious shit and he snitched on him for having a kid. Which is none of y'all fucking business.
He didn't call him a pedophile. That's
right. No. I mean, he said other, salacious shit like, your friend's dying from scoliosis. But,
I don't think
we'll move
scoliosis.
We'll move past that. We'll move past that.
But you still didn't call him a pedophile.
Yeah, but the thing is, like that was what I thought battle rap was. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been watching it for so long, and each time I watch it, the person that wins the round is the person that out-rapped the other person in the round. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, J-Dot, what I said is if there's no proof, if it's not true, if it's true and there's proof, there's evidence, just go ahead. But if it's not true, it's crazy.
But that's the thing. Now they're changing the rules again. I've been watching battle rap for years, and the nigga that lies in his bars also loses the round.
Yeah,
Kendrick
but
hasn't said
he was
one
lying
thing that's true about this nigga, and he somehow won.
According to J-Dot, he says there's evidence, pictures.
There's a video of him kissing a teenager when he was on concert when he was 22, 23.
And by teenager, are we talking about 14, 15? Or are we talking about 17, 18?
17 years old.
Well, I'm not gonna be the one to get up here and say that
okay. Doesn't make you a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, I don't know where you was going with that one, Ox.
That doesn't make you a pedophile.
No. What Dezo saying right now, that doesn't make you a pedophile. Tex, what you getting at me for?
That doesn't make you a pedophile, bro.
I mean, you can't be kissing kids.
Listen. It puts pause for cause. On top of that, I'm gonna say this.
Yo, pause. Nigga, if you're kissing kids, you're kissing kids. Nigga,
right. Regardless, if you, I think, but the fact that people like let that, because remember that happened a long time ago. That happened like that we saw that video maybe at least
that
10
happened
years ago.
That happened 10
years ago
to 12 years ago, bro.
Right. So we already are at fault for just letting it slide. Cool. All right, bet we're gonna let it slide. It's Drake. It is what it is.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you a question real quick, Tex. If he's 22 and she's 17, is that a problem?
I think so.
I mean, you can shape that, yeah, for sure.
I think it's not cool. I don't think it's it's very poor taste. Very poor taste, but I don't know if I can consider you a pedophile.
The thing is, right? I think Drake is weird for doing it. You know what I'm saying? I've already said Drake was weird for doing it.
Yeah, that's weird. That's
but
crazy.
to call a man a pedophile, Millie Bobby Brown has come out and said nothing happened between me and Drake. Me and Drake were friends. You know what I'm saying? Kylie Jenner has come out and said no, nothing happened between me and Drake. Me and Drake are friends.
Well,
like,
I mean,
nothing.
Kylie also was groomed by Tyga, like from a very.
That's Tyga, nigga. That's Tyga.
But what I'm saying is, you know how that go. You know,
so she was in a full-on She was in a full-on relationship with Tyga, bro.
She doesn't have like come on, like Dezo. She doesn't have an idea of like, you know what I'm saying? She's been groomed by somebody else. So
she,
of course,
she
like,
clearly
you know
don't know right from wrong, Dezo.
Right. Especially
her mama.
Household,
yeah, her mama was handing her out to niggas when she was a baby.
Right.
So we just don't know. We can't take her word for it.
That's tough, bro. That's tough.
Dezo, when you've been through that type of trauma, you don't know what's right and what's wrong. You know
I promise you.
What type of trauma? She met Drake when she was 17, bro. Wow, she was dating Tyga.
I'm sure she met Drake before that. You got to remember, Tyga and Drake was both Young Money. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too far there. I ain't gonna
Tyga.
So
you're saying Tyga, and that's the thing. Tyga had a whole career after those after not even allegations. Proof that
because she's a Jenner or a Kardashian, and Kris Jenner wasn't gonna press. Kris Jenner facilitated that. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, personal charges. Yeah, the mom ain't care. The mom ain't care.
But mom was pushing for that. She wanted that.
It's just wild to me that you know.
You're not gonna. Dezo, are you defending his actions?
Defending whose actions? What actions are you talking about?
Oh shit!
Drake's not a pedophile.
The Drizzlers are in shambles, y'all. The Drizzlers are in shambles.
And then he completely lied. Kendrick completely lied about him having a daughter.
How you know?
Because Drake doesn't have a daughter.
How do you
know
these things? How do you know?
You think? Hold on. All right. Be real. Honestly, you think that Pusha T would have talked about a newborn child over a daughter that he's been hiding for, at that point, 5 years?
Maybe Pusha ain't know.
Nah.
Here's my thing.
My thing is that, bro.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. In my opinion, we don't even. I think the last part, the baby girl part, when he did that part, I think it was tongue in cheek. I don't think it was. He was really trying to go in on that. I don't think it was. I think it was a tongue in cheek thing. The same way that you could say that he lied on the thing, he possibly could be lying about the situation with Kendrick's fiance. For sure. Because think about it.
I think both these things are lying.
That's what I'm saying.
But only one side is believing everything that is being said. You know what I'm saying?
No. Well, my thing is we're removing outside critique. We're talking about them specific. I don't care about what everybody's believing, blah, blah, blah. Fans are going to be swayed by whoever they believe in. I mean, whoever they like. I'm just saying, you're saying that Kendrick Lamar, he threw salt in the game by line, but I'm like, Drake already been throwing salt in the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's already been salty in the game. Is now, how far can we go with it? And in my opinion, he's taking advantage of it, because this is the way I look at it. And from the last part that we got up to, we're up to the Heart 6 right now, which is, in my opinion, I feel like Drake took the easy way out. I'm gonna take the song title that you normally do for your series, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of like, I'm gonna rap bars, but I'm gonna make it look like, oh, you're fiending and you're jumping out the window, and I'm gonna fall back because you're just doing it, or you're doing too much. When hold on, we had a conversation 2 weeks ago where who was the one that kept poking the bear? Oh, come out and play. Yeah. Now, when Kendrick come back and put it on your head top, now I was like, oh, you're doing too much. Oh, I don't want to fight them. It's exhausting.
I mean, if somebody was calling me a pedophile and I'm not a pedophile, I'd wrap this shit up too. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, all right, like I see what we doing. You know,
because you had to jump out the window. You try to throw DV on my jacket, and you already. Here's the thing about it: you're taking advantage of what already has been out there as well too. That's what people don't realize. In battle rap, it's not only the bars, but you're tearing down the person's character.
For sure,
if they're a gangster, you gotta rip at the morals of them being a gangster. If there's some high-powered like religious person, you gotta rip into the morals of it. So it goes into play. And I think
was Kendrick beating his girl? That's what I want to know. Was he beating his girl?
I think that's a nasty thing to throw on a DVJ. Listen, I can't say yes or no. I don't know.
These niggas are on here rapping, calling each other pedophiles and women beaters and shit. Like,
yeah, that's wicked. That's wickedness. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's wickedness. But at this point,
real quick, Texas, look, because Toast on here now, he's saying no, that he didn't beat her. But Toast, a second ago, you were saying that Drake did do what he would. So I want to know, are y'all playing favorites or what?
Favorites, bro.
Is this some TMZ shit or what's going on now? Are we just playing favorites or are we keeping it a beam?
After this episode, I want you to go look up Drake's most recent record, right? And look at the like to dislike ratio on that. That shit has just as many dislikes as it has likes, bro.
Maybe
people don't like this. People don't like this nigga, bro.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
People don't like.
People
don't like Drake.
My thing is, why would you like Drake? That's what I've been trying to say for a minute. Like
because he's a great artist. Because he's a great artist.
Great's a stretch, but
great's not a stretch. It's not a stretch.
You already know. You already know how I feel like. I feel like he's Shang Tsung, bro. Like he just jump into other different people's bodies. And he turned it to them. He goes from UK Drake to Jamaican Drake to drill rap Drake. I don't forget
Memphis Drake.
Yeah, Memphis Drake. There's Cali Drake. And here's my thing though. This is what I'm impressed with. What I'm impressed with, and I'm gonna say this. Drake has been doing his thing, and I think Family Matters was fire. I think the visual for it was fire too. Like I think it was fire. I will say this though. He picks and chooses when to kind of go at Kendrick Lamar. He's still doing the group thing and try to make it look like it's 20v1. All right, cool. You could feel like it's 20v1, but you got to still just be direct and just really just go after. Stop including ASAP into it. Like, we already know Rocky's not even competition for you. Why you keep including him into that? Ross, you keep throwing Ross.
Well, he don't. You know why he don't like ASAP, Tex.
He gonna be taking shots at ASAP for the rest of his life, bro.
Forever.
For sure.
Girl.
There was a minute there we were all mad at ASAP. Like I even was mad at ASAP, and I ain't have no action at Riri. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no action. But shit, I was pissed too. Like, man, this nigga fucking my bitch. He done got my bitch. I'm like, this right Jody, nigga got my boo pregnant. Hold on, what you doing? You know.
That's hate, Ox. That's hate right there, my man. That's hate.
Call it what you say. Hey, hating is wrong, but so is fucking my bitch. So.
True that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that's the only complaint I did have for Drake is that I get the 20. You gonna allude to that, but I feel like that was the perfect time to really just start going in. And like I said, Family Matters to me was fire. But I mean, I think Kendrick Lamar is showing all forms, like versatility to do a slow bop, do a high tempo joint, then go back to another slow bop. You did an Alchemist beat. You feel what I'm saying? Like, then you go and do a mustard beat. Like, listen, man, no AI, no none of that. Just rap. Then we got a little, you know what I mean, like a little chant and anthem and stuff like that. Listen, man. In terms of the performance factor and how you put it together, you can't get mad at K-Dot, man. You can't get mad, man. You can't get mad.
How long can this beef be drawn out?
Oh, I
Like
think
it's over.
I think
it's over. Oh, it's wrapped.
Yeah, I think it's over.
I think
there probably might be stubs from now moving on. The only thing I might expect, maybe Kendrick might.
It's gonna be subs forever, bro.
But it's gonna be subs forever. Yeah, it's gonna be subs.
But
I think Drake really just packed himself up for sure. Drake packed himself up. So
they went.
What's worse?
Did they go too far? Did they go too far? Like they'll like can this be reconciled? Can they be friends again? Can they make music together? Or
hell no. If I'm Drake, bro, I'm setting up the boxing match. What are you talking about? I'm like, bro, what's
Kendrick's like 5'2", ain't he? Can't fight
that
little nigga.
I'll punch your fucking short ass in the fucking face, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? I'm setting up the boxing match, man.
That's what happens when you play with people's wife and kids, man. You can't play with people's wife and kids, man.
He it's all right. But listen.
What? What are you talking about? Dezo. When it comes to Drake, it seems like the moral compass jumps out the window, bro. There's no way that you're telling me that playing with somebody's wife and kids was fair game, and now he's not supposed to jump out the window.
Bruh, that shit was going to come up regardless. And there's been suspicion that
Drake has been... What?
That shit was going to come up regardless, bro. I promise you. Kendrick would have said something about his son being light-skinned or anything. I promise you that. That's Drake's. So that was Drake's.
Cool because Drake jumped out the window because he was anticipating something. I don't understand.
No, Kendrick started this off. If Kendrick would have never made that verse on like that, none of this would have been happening today.
I'm talking about the kids part. I'm talking about getting personal, the personal attacks. It started on Drake's side.
For sure. Yeah, it started on Drake's side. Yeah, he brought up his wife.
He did. He also did it to Pusha T. So then Pusha T said, "Oh, word, we doing that? Now I'm gonna take it." And then what did Drake do? Oh my God, you're going too far. You're saying my friend's gonna die. Blah blah. Like, bro, are you warring or not? Are you beefing or is this beef or not? Because if it's not, stop doing that, bro. Don't pump fake and say wild stuff. And then when it comes back or turns back around on you, you play victim, bro. You can't do that. You can't have it both ways, bro. Are you a thug or not?
They on your line right now, Dizzo.
I think, but the thing is, right? I'm always looking at it from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Drake's perspective, basically.
Drake's perspective. If I'm battling a nigga like Kendrick Lamar, I know that he's not no pushover. I know I gotta take shots at him in order to get under his skin. But if he comes back and says some shit that's not true at all, two things. He made two allegations that are completely false. Like what am I supposed to do with that? I gotta wrap this shit up, bro. I'm too famous to still be to have a sexual, like something that damaging on my record. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Is that making sense?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
That's not making sense.
Yeah, it's not making sense to me. It's not making
so Drake being a global superstar and getting into a beef with Kendrick Lamar and him saying, "Yo, you're a pedophile." If
it's not true,
that's not a stain on him.
What are you worried about? If you're not, you threw the DV. Hold on, you throw the DV.
What are you worried about? Everybody on the internet believes Kendrick Lamar.
Hold on, Dezo. You throw so Kendrick Lamar is supposed to be cool with the DV stain thrown on my jacket if it's false, right? Let's say
Drake
it's
didn't.
false.
Drake didn't say that until Kendrick Lamar jumped out the window and called him a pedophile.
Huh?
Drake only mentioned Whitney.
No.
Well, look,
no.
y'all. Look, this is the thing.
No,
This is the
no,
thing.
no.
I want before we do move on, because we do got to move on real quick.
Yeah,
I
sure,
do want to say this. Any lawyer will tell you in a situation like that, if they're accusing you of something so heinous, so egregious, the best thing that you could possibly do is remain silent on that particular topic. Now, I don't know if he's addressing that particular topic, but something like that so serious, especially after things that's been going on with Diddy recently, things that have happened in the past. Like, there's a lot of things going on, sexual assault cases on hundreds of people right now. The best thing you can do is to not address something like that. Any lawyer will tell you, especially if you're innocent, shut the fuck up. Don't say anything about that. Now I know this is rap. No, Dezo, that's what.
No, that's facts though. That's facts though. He's right.
That's 100%. 100%. It doesn't matter. Dezo, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what anybody on the internet thinks. It doesn't matter.
But this is a rap battle. What are you supposed to bring up the next time you rap? You know what I'm saying?
But all I'm saying, I'm not a rapper. I don't know. All I'm saying is, regardless, if somebody accuses you of something like that, that's why, like, for instance, like when the one nigga was accusing Bron of the PEDs, and people are like, well, why won't he defend himself? Because you're not supposed to. That's not your job. Your job is to defend yourself to the public, because the public, it doesn't matter if you say the wrong thing. If you say the wrong thing, you can incriminate yourself, all types of shit. And y'all see they're starting to allow prosecutors to use rap lyrics in. So it's not just a rap beef when we're talking about egregious accusations, because now they're starting to allow you to bring that into the court of law. So I would recommend, anytime that you're ever accused of something so egregious, please just remain silent. Let me get to the super chat from Styles Black real quick. It says, we believe Drake liked young girls before Kendrick said it. That's why it's hitting harder. Man on vid telling a 17-year-old her breast feels good on his chest. Well, she has some. Shut the fuck up.
Here's the crazy thing too. Real quick,
that's
he in his response, this is Dezo. This is what is the killer. Is the part that don't make sense to me. He claims that I fed this information hoping that you take the bait. So let's say Kendrick Lamar did take the bait and crash out. Why is that information that you're going to use? You don't play around with that. I'm not going to joke around with underage activities or anything in that nature to incriminate myself as fake bait to see if he's going to crash out. That's bold. That's a bozo move in my opinion.
I think that bar was mostly towards the fact that he fed him information about that picture that Kendrick has on his Meet the Grams song, and also information about the 11-year-old, which I think he's lying about that as well.
But my thing is regardless, even if you are planting information, you shouldn't be planting information. Like, in my opinion, there's too much to, like, you already got too much stains on your jacket with not being a father, with the messing with young girls, that it's going to be misconstrued. Like, you're baiting yourself to set yourself up, in my opinion.
Shit, we got to keep it moving, y'all. I hope this beef ends amicably some way, somehow. I hope. And I hope that Drake isn't. I hope that he isn't. Yeah, I hope he isn't doing those things that they said he's doing.
I'm glad he bowed out too, bro.
If they're talking about that, oh shit, man, there's no. I don't think there's any crime against saying that her titties felt good against his chest like 20 years ago. I don't think it's that serious. We can look past that. I'm pretty sure we can look past that. I'm just saying that's why I think we can let that one go. No big deal. So recently,
it's two losses. It's two losses.
Mexican authorities reveal bizarre reason they believe that the two Australians, and there was two Australians and one American, that went missing a little south of Ensenada a couple weeks back in Mexico. They were on a surfing vacation. There was two brothers from Australia and another guy from America. I'll read a little bit of this article. The Mexican authorities say 2 Australians and American were killed on a surfing trip because thieves wanted the tires from their truck. Relatives of those killed confirmed their identities on Sunday. The corpses were found decomposing after the thieves dumped them into a remote well about 50 feet deep, some 4 miles from where the men were killed. The well also contained a 4th cadaver that had been there much longer. The chief state prosecutor, Maria Andretti, said the probability that the corpses belong to the missing men is very high. She said that before they were identified. The bodies had decomposed a bit, so they needed the families to be able to come and actually identify them. The 3 men, brothers Jake and Colin Robinson from Australia and American Jack Carter, were on a camping and surfing trip along a stretch of coast south of the city of Ensenada before they went missing last weekend. Andretti theorized the killers drove by and saw the foreigners' pickup truck and tents and wanted to steal their tires, but when they were discovered, they resisted. She said that's when the tourists most likely that's when the killers most likely shot the tourists. The thieves then allegedly went to what she called a site that is extremely hard to get to, meaning the well where they actually dumped the bodies. The thieves allegedly covered the well with boards. It was almost impossible to find. The site where the bodies were discovered near the township of Santo Tomas was near the remote seaside area where the missing men's tents and trucks were found Thursday. On Sunday, yesterday, dozens of mourners and like local people from the area of Ensenada, like they took to the street and they were just kind of protesting and kind of like showing. They had signs. They had surfboards with written messages written on them, just kind of showing their support of the people. And they just want them to know, like, we want foreigners to be safe when they come to Ensenada. We don't want any more killing, things like that. So the locals are really upset about the situation. What do y'all think about that? 3 foreigners go to Mexico for a surfing trip and end up in a well over some tires? Is that crazy?
That's super crazy. That's I think it's always, it's always a risk. You're always a little paranoid when you're going to a place that you've never been before, especially if it's out of state or out of the country. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine like being in a foreign place and not knowing like my way around. And then to have that happen, I can only imagine like how scared they must have been, or, how on edge they must have been during the whole situation. Yeah, and to do it all for some tires and some tinted windows is kind of ridiculous. Like, prayers out to the families though. Like that's a tough way to lose your loved one.
Yeah.
They were relatively young too.
Yeah, they look pretty young. I didn't see any age on them.
Yeah, they look relatively young.
Yeah. I hate when I see articles like this. Like, obviously, like losing like your life is crazy, but I hate to see articles like that. Like I think about my mom. Like if me and my brother were both killed in one incident, it's just like damn, like because it was 2 brothers. Like damn, both of them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. That's a hard one to swallow. Like obviously, as a parent, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to lose any of your kids, but to imagine to lose like multiple kids like at one time, that fucking sucks. That sucks.
I can't even imagine that. And to be fair, like, I mean, this is the name of the game, bro. Like, a lot of people are, and obviously, I don't know if this probably is deeper than the tires, right? Probably could be something that we have no idea about. But like, I mean, at this point in time, everybody's kind of, desperate, not in the right mental space. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are being protective of their land. They're seeing a lot of, situation where foreigners are coming into the land and taking away and not giving back. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people feel like they need to take things into their own hands. Now, is it right? Is it justified? Not really, not at all. But I mean, this is the times that we in now. You know what I mean? Between there, a lot of places in South America is going through a lot of those things where they have foreigners in the Caribbean too. They have a lot of foreigners that are just taking up and eating up land and taking away their resources, taking away their jobs. And now they got no choice but to rob, pillage, steal, probably commit, you know what I mean? Acts, various violent acts and stuff like that. So it's nasty, but you just got to protect your neck, man. Be on point.
With this, I don't see any signs of this just from the 2 articles I've read. Seemed like they were just guys going to hang out, just camping, surfing, just enjoying their time, right? But I will say one thing about Americans. I'll speak specifically about Americans. When you're traveling abroad, don't assume that everybody feels the same way about you that you feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times Americans think, oh, I got this blue passport. You know what I'm saying? I could go wherever I want. I could say what I want. I'm big shit. Nobody, like all that propaganda that we're fed into as growing up, nobody gives a fuck about America. All right. Like nobody's thinking about America in their daily life. Like, oh, they're Americans. Like nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go places and just be acting like you're big shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not. You're just another person, another foreigner, another tourist. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times Americans walk around and act like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I go, like people don't understand. You gotta learn, like, don't go to some other person's country, especially a third world country, with a bunch of jewelry on, your chains on, you know what I'm saying? You're acting like, oh, you do this, you do that. Like you gotta respect their culture, respect where you are, respect the people. And they're not, it's not a zoo. Like you're not there to go and look like, these people are living their lives. You know what I'm saying? Americans, bro, I'm telling you, go around and have that attitude about them, and that's why some of them don't make it back home. You know what I'm saying? I've traveled. I've been to a bunch of different countries, and I've always, well, except for when I was in Australia, because I was there for a long time, and they rough down there. So we got in a couple scraps. You know what I'm saying?
Fisticuffs.
Yeah. I believe I told you that story, man. My jaw still hurts from Australia. But it wasn't on no shit like that. It was just because I was living somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I was living there, not visiting. You know what I'm saying? So but like visiting, bro, I never have issues like that. You know what I'm saying? But I see other people like in these places, and it's just like, bro, why are y'all acting like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be surprised when you get robbed, or when, you know what I'm saying, or when you get played out of some money, or you know what I'm saying, like, because you pretty, like nobody deserves to be hurt. But a lot of times shit happens to people, and I'll be like, well, you asked for that. You know what I'm saying? You brought it up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, be,
my homegirl, she went to like I think it was like Aruba, or I forgot what was the spot, and she was like at every single checkpoint she was getting hustled for bread. Like there was certain parts, like every time they would just randomly stop her, and they'd be like, yo, or like it would like either be like a sheriff in that area or someone like that control that area. They would be like, yo, boom, boom, to get into here, you got to pay a fee. Like there's no bridge, there's no nothing like that, but it's just literally people blocking the area and like, yo, you got to pay this. Oh, you from where? United States? Bet you got to pay double. I think one time she got she had her license. They took the license just so license and registration. They asked for license and registration, and they said to get your license back, you got to pay a fee, even though they didn't get no ticket, no nothing like that, just because he checked it. So that's what I'm saying. Like they're not looking at you as this like, oh, savior, you're gonna save us and blah blah. And no. They look at you either come up or annoying. Be clear.
You're a lick. You're a walking lick. When you're walking around flashing America, especially like when you go to these other places that have like different currency, and you keep your American money, you flashing American home. I'm gonna be like, oh, you're a lick, bro. You about to get took, bro. And that's just, you deserve it at that point. You deserve it. You at that point, that's showing out, bro. To me, I have no remorse for people that go to these different third world countries and act like they run shit, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, with you, and I don't mean no disrespect when I say this, but if you're a fucking nobody here, go be a nobody there. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real, bro. Like that's just how I feel about it.
True.
Like,
a lot of people. Yeah.
Uber and on top of that,
third world countries.
You know what's funny about it too is most of these people aren't impressed. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the people are not impressed. Like you think they're impressed. They're not impressed. Like they're like, but the people and you got to beware of the people that are acting like they're impressed. Those are the ones that are lining you up.
That I was just
Yeah,
about to say that.
that's a
I was
fact.
just about to say
That's
that.
a fact.
Like they're the
Right.
ones that's lining you
Yeah.
up, bro. So
Yeah.
y'all, man, when y'all travel around, and I'm not saying that these 3 young men were acting that way. I want to make sure that I do say that.
Right.
I have no reason to assume that. I'm assuming they were just enjoying themselves and got caught up in a sticky situation. But I'm talking about anybody else that plans on traveling to any of these countries. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere in the world, man. Just enjoy yourself. Learn where you're going. Be cultured. You know what I'm saying? And be low key, man. Stop wearing all that jewelry to these third world countries. You know what I'm saying? Stop and stop. Stop trying to fuck everything you see. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. Like, hey, listen to me or learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I said what I said. If you don't believe me, you think you can be a passport, bro, and go do your thing.
Y'all see how that turned out, right? Y'all see how that turned out. They are
Have fun,
definitely
man.
coming back
Have
like, yo,
fun.
what is going on?
Hey, one thing though that somebody did put me up on though was about the whole Oregon thing, because I was like, man, we was talking about going to some country. I can't remember. And I was like, nah, I'm cool. I heard they serious with the Oregon shit down there.
Right.
And somebody was like, yeah, but y'all don't got to worry about that. Y'all too old.
Y'all too old is crazy.
I was like, oh, shit.
Nah, bro. That's
Nah,
That's
because she was like, nah, in these places when they do that, like they might, but typically they're like, well, you're in your early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Your liver and kidneys probably been drunk through. You know what I'm saying? Like they looking for people in their young 20s. Yeah, they looking for people in their their early 20s, you know what I'm saying? Late teens, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like we want some organs, we're gonna go get some fresh shit, you know what I'm saying? You probably you got stones all in your liver and shit, you know.
Right. I remember
yeah.
The last thing was I remember my homegirl told me that she went to like Eastern Germany, right? Or Eastern Europe, and then she stayed majority in Germany. And she was like the type of parties like that she was going to, like in terms of like the way that they were set up, it would be like in these dark alleys. She got to take an alley to another alley to downstairs to upstairs, like like speakeasies, like the way they got to make you got to go through the tunnels and stuff like that. And she was like, there was a couple of spots that she went into where she thought she was gonna lose her life. I was like, yo,
hell yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Get snatched up in them alleyways.
Yo,
hey, appreciate you putting me on game, Ox. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in my mid-20s. I don't drink, I don't smoke or nothing. So my liver and shit all right for the take. So I'm definitely stand my ass in the crib.
Nah, man, you straight. But shit, y'all, I do gotta run. Great show, man.
Yes,
Peace. Catch y'all on
you
Friday.
already know my guy.
Listen, man, everybody that's about to dip up out of here, make sure y'all leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, we're gonna continue the show, man. Context. Is there anything that's pressing you right now, man? Anything that you wanted to get off your chest?
There was it was just interesting to see that Colorado decided to pass a law that, let me see if I can get the article, that basically protects your brain waves. So yeah. I think I saw it on New York Post, if I'm not mistaken, but anybody can look it up. Colorado lawmaker bill has passed a bill so that way they can protect people from their brain waves. Third-party companies to protect people from their brain waves. So now that puts into perspective the Oculus Quest, right? That Retina thing, the Apple Pro joint, right? Is just precursors of Neuralink, in my opinion. Obviously, they're trying to have this whole Neuralink thing. They're intertwined with that, but that also put thing to my mind. That means that they've already been having programs and things that already have been recording people's brainwaves. That's why every time there'll be sometimes you don't even have to scroll through your phone anymore. You don't even have to have a conversation. Sometimes you can think something and it'll be in your phone. I've had a couple of situations where I thought of something, didn't say it to nobody, or made it, you saying something to yourself like, oh, let me remind myself about doing this. Your phone don't even be near you. And all of a sudden you look, the next commercial that you see or the next ad that you see is on there. The next YouTube ad that pops up is on there. So in my opinion, there must be something, whether it be in people's laptop cameras, you feel what I'm saying? Phones, obviously iPhones, Android, whatever the case may be, where there's something where either it could be a retina thing where they're watching, because I know that the camera definitely picks up on eye movement for sure. So like your eyeball movement, things like that, I know that for sure. But if you have a Colorado bill that's saying that, yo, we need to protect your brain waves, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Like protect my brain, bro. I don't
Protect your brainwaves from what exactly? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we being protected from? They don't ever put that in the bill. You know what I'm saying? They don't ever put the potential risks and dangers of why they're passing these laws.
Let's be for real though. Let's be for real. Obviously, if you stand near a microwave enough, more than enough, eventually you're gonna get something. We don't know what it's gonna be, but you stand around enough microwaves enough, you might get something. So my thing is like, obviously, you know, us having Bluetooth, us having Wi-Fi, these are waves that we don't see, right? And they're going through our body. We don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and let's think about it. Waves can affect how your body is, all molecules and all that stuff. You can be shaking up your whole body. You don't know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so like the effects of it is, in my opinion, it could be trying to find out some biometric data. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, obviously based off what you like, what you think, but then how you're, like, for example, they said that there was a thing that with women where when they scroll left or right and up and down, that it releases chemicals to their body. Like it releases pheromones and serotonin and stuff like that actually makes them happy. Dopamine hormones that make them happy. So that means that they're, if it's responding to touch, right? It's responding to touch, and there's studies saying that so that means that they're obviously knowing that there are things that we gravitate to and we have a response to. So why not take it another level? Let's, like, if we're gonna max out and find out how much money we're gonna make off people, if we find out the most we can find about you, then we could find out and we could predict how much you technically gonna spend with us, right? How long you gonna live, right? Things of that nature. Because if it's recording for, they probably seeing that, oh damn, this person probably has like liver problems already. He's an alcoholic. He's doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I know what I can advertise to this person. I know what I could expect from this person. Because let's keep it a real stack. What's really the currency? The value of the dollar is really dog water at this point compared to a lot of other places. The real currency is you and me, you and me, and you and you and people in the chat. Yeah, the currency. So your time, your energy, right? What you put your energy towards, what you spend on, you know what I mean? How you take care of yourself. That's really what the currency is. Because if you're alive, you're able to make people money and you're able to spend money. But if you're not doing well, then they're not going to take care of you. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's what they're trying to do, trying to figure that out. But then we don't know what the side effects of these are going to be. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so I just find it weird that only one state has done that so far. What does Colorado know, or that they've told, or that the people have, I guess, been able to speak into existence to tell to their lawmakers that the other states aren't doing? Because I have not heard this from any other state. This is the first time I'm hearing this. You see what I'm saying? So that gave me a little bit cause for pause. So y'all look it up. You can find it. Just all you got to Google is literally Colorado lawmaker passes a bill to protect your brain neural data, not biometric data, your neural data. So obviously there's value in your think box. Don't give it away. Don't give up your think box away.
Right. Yeah, that shit is that shit's spooky, man. Shit is,
you could say that again.
I think you know, as much as you know, when I was younger and they were making shows about what the future was going to look like, you know, like the Jetsons and you know, Back to the Future, and I don't know, just a bunch of just different depictions of what the future could be like. I never peeped that, you know, neuro links so that the government could tap into your brain remotely would be part of that equation. I never thought that, they would.
They told us the fly shit. They didn't tell us about the Matrix part.
Exactly,
the Matrix part, they definitely didn't tell us about it. They definitely
They didn't
told us
tell us
about the
about none of
cool
that.
stuff that can happen. Right. Oh, and what makes it worse too, Dezo, is the fact that on all scales, you're kind of seeing that kind of, right? The pandemic kind of gave us a glimpse of how people would be, you know what I mean? Like if they were kind of stuck to this whole internet wave, and then God forbid the internet goes down. Now a lot of people's way of communication, how they live their life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think honestly, if there was like, and God forbid this happens, but if the internet shut down, I think there would be a lot of mental cases, like for sure. Like, there will be some like wow, it would turn into the Wild Wild West because people would be so bored, they're so used to and attached to it that severe cutoff. I don't think it will sit well with a lot of people. I don't think it will sit well with a lot of people.
Absolutely. Like I've been saying this for a minute because I think if you want to start another like apocalypse type thing, just take people's phones away from them. Just take people's phones away from them, take people's internet, and watch the world go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Purge.
Because yeah, exactly. Because our way of living nowadays, most people's main source of income has to do with getting on a laptop, getting on your phone, getting in front of a computer like we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people's main sources of income is this. So if you take that away from them and they have to go out and actually like do manual labor or like work a job, they're not going for that shit. And it's going to be, hey, the crime rate's going to go up. You know what I'm saying? Crime is going to go up.
One of the things that I've like always used to watch, like even from when I was younger and shit, is like those outdoorsmen, like them outside doorsmen where they like crafting stuff and like cutting stuff from scratch or setting.
I love those videos, by the way.
Yeah, like I used to watch it like on ID on that ID channel. The ones that be having like the murder mysteries and all that, cold cases and stuff like that. I used to watch it on those type of things, and like I ended up gravitating to YouTube and then watching those. And to be fair, like those people are not wrong. Remember they have Operation Doomsday. If we end up in you got to think about it. If you don't have no manual skills, if you don't, that's why a lot of people like they sleep on trade schools. Like being able to know how to do plumbing, put electric work together, just soldering, like little things like that can help you just in case a situation happens.
Yeah.
Let's say you have to move to like Delaware or Iowa, where you're just literally, you got a little bit of piece of land and now you got to make yourself, you know what I'm saying? Be self-sufficient. Do you know how to plant seeds? Do you know how to grow? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, could you raise chicken if you needed to raise chicken? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that a lot of people are not equipped with. And I think, like, again, if it came down to having to survive, like half of the United States would be cooked, to be honest with you. Half the United States would be cooked. Especially with the major cities and stuff like that. And it's kind of set up that way where you have to depend on other companies, other things, and that's how they, you know what I mean? That's how they kind of keep you on lock.
And and that's what they want you to do. They want you to have to depend on, oh yeah, don't go out into the wild to get your groceries. You know what I'm saying? Just come to Jewel. Come to Costco.
Not even that. Amazon Fresh will deliver it to you. How about that?
Yeah, we'll deliver them straight to your door.
We'll deliver it to you, bro.
Deliver straight to your door.
Saying? Like, so it's kind of I always watch those videos just in case, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a bunch of like little tools just in case a little situation happens, you know what I mean? Because like in New York is on an island. So obviously, God forbid a situation happen, to find land to be away from a flood or something like that, you have to kind of go upstate, where it's basically wilderness. You know what I'm saying? So God forbid I gotta go to wilderness. I gotta know how to, you know what I mean? Hack a tree and cut a tree down and get bark and flint and make fire. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, you never know what can happen, bro. Never. My
boy Easy is a certified electrician. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to. I'm actually gonna go to trade school to pick up a couple trades. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna start with electrician.
Oh, that's
for sure.
fire.
I'm gonna start with electrician.
Yeah, that's fun. Now that's super fun. My boy, he did it. He did it with he was gonna go into the Air Force, and he got talked out of going into the Air Force and into trade school. So he ended up going first as an electrician, and I think his starting joint was like 75, and that was starting. That was not bad. He moved to Texas and it went up to like 115. So now he works for Texas, and he works for like a lot of solution companies that they have him jumping from spot to spot and doing that. So there's a lot.
Okay.
The two things that only work in your favor, especially nowadays for people, is either going into trade or going into tech. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could be a problem solver in tech, and if you're one of them kids or person that's super nerdy and they love dealing with computers, go into those two fields because they always gonna need that, and you'll get compensated for those things. You're gonna make a lot of money in the trade school, but a lot of compensation is gonna be doing it on yourself. But if you get into tech, there's a lot of compensation. One of my boys, he does cybersecurity for Bank of America, and they cover. Not only does he have a good salary, I think he's 3-digit salary, and they cover room and board, which is a hotel suite. He has a hotel suite. They do it for the year, pay for transportation, fuel. They give him a pension on food. You see what I'm saying? So he's not even taking out of his salary, out of his paychecks, to even do with the job. You know what I'm saying? But he's working for Bank of America, so you know there's some amenities that come with that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that a lot of people listen, man. Y'all gotta find something because the world is not getting better, and God forbid they, you know what I mean, they hit that button and you can't make money off the internet no more. You're gonna have to get it out the mud.
Yeah.
Flip a
For
brick.
sure. Gonna have to go back to the barter system, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, go. That's okay.
I was gonna say, like, you know, I'll work for you. I'll plant these, you know, these rows of you know, wheat over here.
Right.
If you'll just give me a sandwich at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm gonna have to go back to that system.
No, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. Dezo. That's what a lot of, in my opinion, how small communities should be maneuvering around each other to grow. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a certain area where everybody kind of knows each other, and you guys all are kind of have roughly, because most of the time, if you're living in the same area or in the same thing, 9 times out of 10, depending on which city that you live in, you roughly are living in the same means, like similar salaries. You know what I mean? Like some people may be doing a little bit better than others, but I think that's where the bartering system can work in that favor. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of this for this. Like I know there's some people that are doing well off, but they go into volunteer and they do volunteer work. So when they do volunteer work, they hand out food and things like that. But what they end up getting in return is they may get like fresh vegetables, you know what I mean, from the farmer's market because they did the volunteer service. You see what I'm saying? So I think we should be doing some type of a bar. I think that's what we fell off at, where we don't look out for each other. And you have stores, and to be fair, there's a lot of stores that's not owned by us anymore. So we can't even look out for each other because we don't even own the neighborhood. We don't own the blocks. But even when we do own it, we don't even look out for each other because we take advantage of each other every chance we get. It's not, yo, I owe you $1. It's, yo, I owe you 20. You know I'm good for it. Like, yo, bro, so, like, start small, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Support the business first before you look out for handouts. You got to support first before you look out for handouts. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But I agree with you. I think the bartering system, we should bring that back, man. I think that would help a lot of people get on their feet and invest. A lot of people don't know this, man. A lot of like ethnicities, what they do is they pool their money together. A lot of they'll pull their money into like small little commissions. Obviously, it's with the trusting people is hard nowadays because people are going to take advantage of it. But like a lot of like African countries, what they'll do like something called like what's the word for it? But it's like they have their own banking system. So they'll find a trusted person that they all know, and it'll be like someone that's a hair salon or a person that owns a barbershop. So they know that person's always going to be there, that you know where the spot is at, just in case something funny thing happens. We know where to find you or who could be held responsible for it. Now, it's not FDIC insured, But what it does is, like, for example, let's say 10 people, we all know the same group of 10 people. I'll put $100 up. You put $100 up. The other person puts $100. And every month that one of the person is checked off the list, they're going to get those funds. If the person needs it, it's technically supposed to be for emergency or prepping for like vacation or prepping to start a business, things of that nature. So whoever needs for it, what ends up happening, let's say, for example, I'm supposed to get it in January, but you need it because you have an emergency. Let's say family pass away or something like that. You need it for a thing. You're going to ask me, yo, can I take the January hand? And then you take the February, the February hand. You see what I'm saying? And we'll rotate the months around so that way you going to get the lump sum. And then, but the thing about it is, I'll take your month that year. You know what I mean? For that cycle. And then the people will have 2 months per cycle. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you may have January and June. I may have February and July. You see what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. So that way some people could get like, it's like lump sums of money. It's like you saving without having the bank to be all up in your business, things of that nature, and everybody kind of get a piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
McCravion Black says, I think they call it a firm.
Well, yeah. In different words different cultures have it for different things. Like, for example, or like kind of like a trust fund. It's kind of like a trust fund where you'll see it a lot in it's very common in, like, I've definitely heard this for sure, because like in Bensonhurst it's insane. Like in the Ukrainian communities, Eastern European communities for sure, where you'll see like Polish stuff like that, they will put, like, if they know that a lot of the kids are going to school for like medical degrees, law degrees, things of that nature, they're going to invest into each other's kids. I bet we're gonna set up a trust. You don't even got to worry about your kid paying for school. We're gonna pay for this. We're gonna pay for that. So now you got 5 kids is getting paid for, and they're gonna end up being a dentist, a tech kid, an engineer, a this and that. So now they're gonna put their money back into the fund that's gonna end up taking care of everybody else. That's what you see a lot of business owners eventually, but you'll see older business owners with young kids, or you'll see that's how they get into the real estate game. They have a trust fund that's already prepped for them, and now you'll see. Now you got a 18-year-old as your landowner. You're like, wait, hold on. How did you become my landlord at this age? Is they pops, they uncles in their community that set them up. You know what I mean? That using that system. And it's kind of like bartering, but to the next level. You see what I'm saying?
That's facts, bro. That's fire.
Yeah.
I wish, I wish, we had community kind of like that. But obviously we can make that change. You know what I'm saying? We can be the ones to do it. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta...
unfortunately, Dezo, I agree. It's just, I feel like it has to be in small pockets before we see, like, the Oklahoma Tulsa Fund or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even to the point where, look, I mean, people have been chastising Dr. Umar Johnson for he's supposed to be doing this Frederick Douglass Academy thing, and up till now, right, he's been crowdfunding it, and up till now nobody's seen results out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of the things where people become skeptical after a while, because it looks like people are getting taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Like, things are getting, and corruption's everywhere, from small countries to small hoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a den of thieves, nobody could be trusted. But I feel like, that's the only way we're going to get out of the situation collectively. That's the only way that we get out of it. You know what I mean? Like, we're too busy putting money into rich people's pockets. Respectfully, we're putting too much money in rich people's pockets, and we're not putting it into ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
It's fire. Well, yeah, man. I mean, if that's it, then that's all for me, man.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Hey, once again, last thing, I know I could probably make myself look crazy earlier today about the whole Drake and Kendrick situation. I just want to say, I fuck with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, shout out to Drake. They both put on a hell of a performance, hell of a show. I think, at the end of the day, it's just battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if their relationship is ever gonna be the same. But you know, there's so many people that are never gonna work together again.
We are not, yo.
It's gotta
Wow. Talk about
so many.
isolating yourself. Talk about
Yeah, bro.
isolating yourself. That's
Yeah.
insane. Because the thing about what makes it worse too is if Future was washed and Metro was washed, I think it would have been easier for Drake to get away with it. But
Mhm.
they're not. That's the thing about it. They're not washed. They still got the way. So there was one point, and we talked about it before, and I'm not gonna hop on it too long, but it goes to the credit of Drake. But I feel like that's also the misstep of Drake, where it's he knows what's hot. He's able to tap into that. He's able to tap into that frequency and kind of emulate it, right? Do the chameleon thing and make it kind of do it his own way, but still you get where he's getting the inspiration from, right? He kind of leans himself into it. When you do that, but then you kind of on the other end chastise the people, it looks a certain way. You taking my sauce, but then you laughing at me. You see what I'm saying? And it comes across, especially someone that's from Canada. That's why I think Kendrick said, "Yo, you trying to imitate the culture, but you're not real." Like it's like you're down. You want to be down too, but it's like you haven't put in enough pain, and then you can jump out of it whenever you feel like it. And I feel like he is like musically code switching. And I think that's what, quote unquote, the culture had a problem with. And I don't think it's directly Kendrick Lamar. Like, obviously, they went like very personal. I think it's just been reverberated throughout the whole thing. But like you said, it's undeniable that Son is nice. You can't take away from the fact that Drake is nice. That's the issue. It's just what are you going to compromise to just say, I bet Drake, you got it. I think when you look at it from a cultural currency aspect, there's a lot of holes that you could poke into it. You see what I'm saying? But if we're just talking about strictly music, like you said, the discography, you can't deny the hits, you can't deny the catalog. It's just due to the fact that you got the ghostwriting allegations, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got the blackface. There's just a lot of still shots and screenshots that people have of Drake that doesn't make it look good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you can't deny the talent, but the outside of the talent, that's what it's kind of like. What do we gravitate to? You see what I'm saying?
And to be fair, with our conversation earlier, you know, I don't think Drake is, you know, this perfect guy. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think he's a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's like all these people can be mad at you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I think you've definitely done something that maybe they don't even want to say yet. You know, because Metro keeps hitting at something
off rip though. On the surface, it's definitely dirty macking. Like no, that's all. Like the nastiest form of dirty macking. He said, "Yo, I didn't even take it down yet. I just lip lock with her." No, Drake. That makes it worse, bro. That makes it worse, bro. You're the one, nah, son. You're not.
Oh man.
You kiss her in the mouth, bro. Come on, son. That's the worst type of dirty man. But go ahead, Dizzo.
Yes, but yeah. So like Metro keeps in that something that he says that he's not gonna. You know, there's something that you've done that I'm not even gonna talk about. Like I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, I'm just ready for this to be over though, man. Because
I think it is.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, it was exhausting over the last week and a half.
You wanted war, brother.
Of just constantly checking Twitter, seeing all the fucking bro. It was, bruh. I just want to live my life now, man. Yeah, like, y'all got it. Hey, Kendrick, if you respond, I'm muting Kendrick Lamar and Drake on my Twitter, bro. I'm muting them. If anything happens, I don't give a fuck.
That's bad.
I don't care no more.
Did you get a chance to see any of the Did you get a chance? Because we'll finish out on sports real quick. Did you get a chance to see any of the pregame I mean the preseason games. I know Clayton Clark had a preseason game. Did Angel Reese also have one as well?
Andrew Reese and the Chicago Sky played man, what was that team? I know the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark played the Dallas Wings, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And Caitlin Clark did her thing. Let me bring up what team Andrew Reese and them played.
Shout out to WNBA starting off with a nice little, bang. It's a little bit. I mean, I think real quick as you get up the scores and stuff, I think they're fumbling this all the way. Now,
facts.
To be fair, controversy sells, right? Controversy sells, but I think they're going about this the wrong way, man. I think they're going about this the wrong way. I heard that they were saying that the potential of trying to have this be like, the 80s where Bird and Magic. I was like, yo, right now it's just Bird. Right now it's just Bird. Like, to be fair, the only I mean, you can't really pin someone that can be as explosive as she is and dynamic as she is right now. The only person I'm gonna say is, if you're gonna talk about that's gonna end up taking all those things, it's probably like Malaysia Fowali, Juju Watkins. That's the type of dynamic player that I think that can excel the thing. I think that maybe a year too early to make those statements. You know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate you, Q Talks. Yeah, the Chicago Sky played the Minnesota Lynx. That's what they played.
Right.
So Indiana played Dallas. It was Dallas won 79-76. It was a close game. Caitlin Clark came out with 21 points. She didn't shoot all that well from the field. She shot 40% from the field, 38% from three. But I mean, it was her first game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
as expected.
She'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? She'll be fine.
I'm not worried about that.
And then for the Sky, Angel Reese came out, had a decent game, had 13 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. And Cardoso came off the bench, surprisingly. I thought she would be starting. Yeah, but she came off the bench. Had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal. So, like, hey, if y'all going to paint on the Sky,
right?
Hey, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough night. It's gonna be a rough night,
sure.
Man.
Ain't nothing sweet in there. But yeah, I think I'm really excited to see how Cameron Brink is gonna hoop. I'm excited
They played on the 4th Saturday.
Oh, they play. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cameron Brink and the Sparks came out. Brink had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Shot 50% from the field, 50% from 3. She had a decent game, man. Decent game.
No, for sure. The Sparks. I'm definitely gonna be watching some Spark games for sure.
I'm gonna be watching some Sparks games, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, the whole team bad.
Lexi tough.
Easy.
Tough,
Me and Easy was talking last week when you left Tex about the Sparks. They whole team bad, bro. Whole team full of.
For sure. Yeah.
But
and they let's not forget they had Tia Cooper, and if y'all know about Tia,
it was the Sparks played Seattle, right?
Yeah.
And Skylar Diggins was on the court as well.
Mm-hmm.
The starting 5 from each team was bad. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Skylar Diggins. I forgot about Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins was out there looking pretty too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It was a crazy.
Because I remember she was playing for Phoenix, but she had got into it with Taurasi. And I think they packed her up. They got her right up out of there. So okay.
Yeah.
Salute to her, man. Salute to her. But it's dope to see. I'm excited for WNBA. I'm gonna definitely catch I'm definitely gonna catch a Liberty game for sure. It's definitely better than watching the Nets game. I'll tell you that much. I'm definitely in there for the Liberty game. Definitely gonna get some good seats for that.
Hey, easy. Skylar dude still got it, bro. You gotta look at her, bro. Like that's all. That's all. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
low key.
Skylar hasn't fell off though. You know what I'm saying? She ain't fell off.
Yeah, low key, she not the same. It's not hitting no more like the way it was hitting. It was hitting different in the beginning.
Yo,
But it's all
I
good.
ain't gonna lie. Yeah, when she was coming out of college, she was, bruh.
Woo, fire. What was she coming out? Notre Dame? Was that Notre Dame?
I think it was Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think it
but
was Notre Dame.
she was like you saw all kind of like, you know, just meme videos on the internet talking about I can't wait for Skylar Diggins to back me down in the post. I'm like, damn, it was crazy out here.
No arm bar, no nothing. I'm just yo. come on in. So what you got for these games that's coming up today? We got
let's get to the NBA playoffs.
Sure.
Tonight we got the Pacers Knicks, and then we got the Timberwolves Nuggets for game 2. I think the Nuggets gonna take this one. I don't think they're gonna let the Wolves get 2 of them, both the home games. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jokic is gonna let that happen. And then with the Pacers Knicks, man, I just think the Knicks got too much for them. They're gonna be in Madison Square Garden. This is Tyrese Halliburton's first time in a playoff game in Madison Square Garden. I think the lights gonna be a little bit too bright in there. I think the Knicks gonna take this game 1.
Okay.
What about you?
First shout out to Cleveland winning that game 7. As expected. I think we talked about it and I called it, but I knew Orlando's just too young. The scoring, the lack of shooting, it's not even really scoring. It's really the lack of shooting that they have. If they had shooting, they would have. If Orlando just had a decent 3-point shooter, they would have smoked Cleveland. They would have smoked Cleveland. That's a fact, bro. They would have smoked.
Their offense is so bad, man.
Really, really, really bad. So I think obviously they got to retool. You guys they have a lot of pieces. Between this draft and
they need a point guard that can shoot. Yeah, Markelle Fultz is cool, but for him to be a starting point guard and he can't shoot.
Yeah,
like that's
I'm cool. I'm cool off him. I'm definitely having a lot of trade talks for sure. So if they get some shooting, Orlando's gonna be tough. I think that team can go to the Eastern Conference Final. That's how nice I think they are. Not saying next year, but I think within the next 2 to 3 years, if they just show up the shooting, that's an Eastern Conference team for sure. And I think they could beat the Celtics if they get shooting. If they get shooting, I think they could beat the Celtics for sure.
Yeah, the future's looking bright in Orlando for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But in terms of and shout out to Dallas packing up the Clippers as expected. The Clippers are gonna clip. They're gonna flip. They're gonna be dog water. Boo, 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 boo. When you have somebody whose knees go like this, and you got someone that don't really care about playing basketball no more, it's bound to happen, bro. And James, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. James Harden, you've been hooping. You've been doing your thing but it looks like you don't even care about playing basketball at this point. You don't look like it. You're like you're just content.
It's so I feel so bad for Kawhi, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if I should feel bad for Kawhi.
I do feel bad.
But it's just like he had his most healthy season. Like one of his most healthy seasons.
But we don't know that though. We don't know if he was healthy.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could be like that's the thing about when it do come to degenerative knees, like he could probably be feeling good. Like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna put myself through it. I feel good. And then because you did it both ways. At this point, I think there's some credit to what he has because you did it both ways. You time managed, you micromanaged, you still got clipped. You played it out, you still got clipped. Like so at this point, there's something really wrong with your legs. Like your legs are going like this, bro. Poof, 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 bro. It is what I do feel bad for him, man. I do feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for the Clippers though. This is what you thought was gonna happen.
It was so many injuries this season too, bro.
Yep.
And they all happened at the end of the season. Kawhi was straight until he got to the end of the season. Giannis was straight until the end of the season. Dame was straight until the end of the season. Embiid was hurt like halfway through the season. So it's really nothing you can do about that.
Like it was towards the latter part. It was towards the latter part. It was like third, like after, because it was after All-Star break, I think.
Nah, I think he
Oh,
got
it
hurt.
was. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't All-Star break. It was during All-Star break, like right before.
He got hurt. He got hurt against the game against the Warriors, and I think they were like maybe 35, 36 games into the season.
Yeah. It was right before All-Star.
So
Right before.
Yeah,
All-Star.
so
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But nah, that's the name of the game. But on to these series for tonight. I actually think the Pacers is going to steal one.
okay.
I think the Pacers are going to steal one. I think they
Obi Toppin revenge game?
Or yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna be game one. I have them stealing one game. I don't think it's gonna be game one. There's a possibility it could be game one. I think if it's close, the Knicks win. I think if the Indiana gets any type of like big lead, like a 15-point lead, I think the Pacers run away with it. So I think I'll give the Knicks this game. I think the Knicks are going to win this game, but I do have the Pacers stealing one. I have them. I don't know. I'm a little bit hesitant to see if they're going to steal this one, because I feel like Jalen Brunson might push a little too much to score, and I think he may overshoot. I think he may overshoot and shoot them out of the game. That's what I think. I think the Knicks are going to make too many mistakes in one of the games. I think they're gonna make too many mistakes. What else we got? We got the Denver and Minnesota game. I think this is the game that Denver gets back, obviously, to split. Obviously, and the T-Wolves punched them in the mouth. They were not prepared for that type of defensive intensity. I don't think. I thought that they assumed we could kind of sleepwalk and execute our way into it and kind of half court. When no, you got to pick up the pace on them. You have to pick up the pace on them. You can't. Yeah.
The thing about tonight, if Minnesota somehow wins another one in Denver, I think that's going 5, bro. That's it. Hey, that's a 5-game series because they'll have all the momentum. If Minnesota wins this one to go up 2-0, I think they're out of there in 5. You know, I think at that point they'll have the game plan, because I already saw in game 1, once they switched McDaniels onto Jamal Murray is gonna have a rough series. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have a rough series.
Especially with them pick and rolls, especially like trying to. That's the thing about it. He's navigating through them pick and rolls. Oh, hold on. Yo, Breezy. No. What I was saying is, I'd rather be at courtside right now at a WNBA game than courtside at a Nets game. Hey, that's a fact. I don't understand what you talking. What? Have you seen what the Nets look like right now, bro? No. And then on top of that, Leaf is saying he want to see Zach Edey. Yo. Don't get me started on this. Don't get me started on this, bro. Yes, I'd rather see the WNBA right now, courtside, rather than the Nets. I don't know why you fighting me on this, but yeah, we're gonna get back to the thing game. Salute to Leaf. Salute to Leaf. Salute to the guys on the Nets. Salute to Breezy. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe on his channel too. He definitely does the Nets coverage. Obviously the Nets got skunked. So he's definitely gonna do other basketball, doing playoff talk and all that, and talking about other things. So tap into his situation. But yeah, so for me with the T-Wolves thing, yeah, I look at it as if they lose another one, if it's close, I think Denver has to smack the T-Wolves, and the T-Wolves have to shoot bad. Them close games and they walking down people, like you could walk down the Lakers, that's cool, but I don't think you could walk down the T-Wolves, because the T-Wolves defense is leagues. They're the best defense in the NBA. Yeah. So that whole walking them down and execute, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know what I mean? You gotta get all that big men in foul trouble. And Naz Reid stepped up when Cat had some foul trouble. Now Cat had like 20 points. He didn't shoot that well, but if Cat has a big game, it's gonna be a blowout. Yeah. Because technically nobody should be able to guard Cat. Nobody should be able to.
Cat, just sometimes Cat gets in his own way, man.
Yeah,
gets in his own way.
Cat guards himself. Cat guards himself.
Yeah, facts.
He definitely sabotages himself. But yeah, I got the longest again. I got Wolves in 6. If they win this one, if the Wolves win this one, it's gonna be a sweep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I think the defending champs are just too good to get swept. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray is just too dynamic of a duo to get swept. But if the Minnesota do win this game, I do have it going 5 though. That's a gentleman.
Right.
That's a gentleman, man.
But
yeah, man, that's gonna do it for us, man. Great show. We will be back here on Friday. I almost forgot what day it was. I'm losing track of time, man. We'll be back. We'll be back here on Friday, man. Appreciate everybody that tapped in. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with the no snooze button. Once again, I go by the name of Dezo the Introvert. I never leave without my God context. You know what I'm saying?
You know the vibes, man.
Yeah.
You already know, man. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. You already know this is a morning show for the people, powered by the people. It's for y'all. Definitely let us know what's going on in your town, your community, your city, so that we can get it to the people. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, man, don't be scared to hit them comments, man. Throw them comments in there. Let us know what's going on. Yo, if Dezo crashed out for Drake, let him know.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
If
I was bugging out, if I was bugging out, let me know. If Ox, Ox is always bugging out, so I gotta let him know what's going on. So yeah, man, let us know what's going on. Appreciate the support. The chat's always active. Chat clears all the time. Appreciate y'all for definitely tapping in. Shout out to the big girls and the slim girls too. And also shout out to the vanilla milk, from vanilla milk to chocolate milk and all the milk in between.
Hey, it's sundress season.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
make sure y'all get outside, man.
Yes, sir.
It's sundress season. Hey, make sure y'all stay safe too. Stay safe and stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
We'll catch y'all Friday, man. Peace.
Go get some money. Go get some money, y'all.